So I'll first start off by saying, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. We're about to become even more close because I'm going to share a personal story with you. Oh, hey everybody. So welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we're outside today having some hibiscus tea. And I figured today would be a good day for me to get back on and have a discussion about personal space. So a lot of times in etiquette, we discuss personal boundaries and personal space, especially in the mindset of respecting that of others. But we don't have a conversation about that when it comes to our own personal space and respecting our own personal boundaries. So you guys see, about 2 months ago, I posted my last video, and perhaps maybe 2.5 months ago, but anyway, and I kind of like disappeared without giving notice, which is not the most formal thing to do, but I digress. Yeah, so I took some time for me because I became extremely overwhelmed and I didn't expect it. It kind of came out of nowhere. Thank God nothing extremely bad happened or anything like that, but I just really needed time for myself, and I needed to prioritize my own well-being, my own mental space, and trying to balance everything that I had on my plate at one time. And unfortunately, making videos, making content got put on the back burner. So anywho, I'm back. And I really want to talk about that because I know that that's not unique to me. A lot of times everybody goes through that at some point. And it's important that we grant ourselves grace and grant other people grace. If you have a friend that you reach out to and for whatever reason you don't hear back from them, it's important to, number one, not take it personal and just put yourself in a space of empathy. And then I also just to keep a consistent health check of yourself and your own routine. Make sure you keep up with your own, do a self-assessment, if you will, to make sure that, you know, you don't lose control, or if you, in the event that you do, you're able to maintain everything. So a lot of times as well with personal space and boundaries, sometimes we might overthink or overextend ourselves to others. That's another mistake a lot of people tend to make. And a lot of times giving personal space includes giving people grace. If you know someone's going through a rainy time or a rainy period, and just like the rain, the pace of the rain varies by hour, by minute, it is the same with people. Make sure you give people grace that is necessary to their circumstance. That can be giving them a 10-minute grace period for work. That can be a friend that you know has car issues and they might be 30 minutes late to an appointment that you all had, and they didn't tell you to come pick them or ask you to come pick them up, and you know you were unaware that they needed a ride. It can be giving somebody a call. Even if you know someone is more prone to being interactive, if they're going through something, you know, don't excessively call, but just, you know, reach out and let them know, hey, I'm here for you if you need anything. There's just different ways to do that. And if you know the person quite well, often you are aware of how to extend grace. But when it comes to you, you know what you need, and it's important to prioritize that and also let other people know that that is the number one priority at that time. You are the number one priority at that time, and you don't have to feel guilty about it. So in closing, in keeping with the theme of sitting on the porch during a rainy day, I close with this analogy. Any one of you that grew up in the South or had relatives that you would visit down south, you can relate to this. So I know when I was younger, when I lived in a northern state, we ended up moving down here later on, and that's how I sound like this with a mixture. But we would ride down and visit relatives in the South, and I always, it always resonated with me that everyone had to sit on the porch, turn off the electricity, and get quiet and get still when it rained outside. And I reflect back to a family member who often people would stop by when it was beautiful and bright outside. People would stop by and park, chit chat, stay a while, and, just enjoy each other's company. But when it rained outside, people would just keep going by. They kind of slow down, wave. Everybody would let each other know they're all right, and they keep on going. And then look forward to, Lord willing, another opportunity to stop by on another day. So that's what I want everybody to take into consideration when it comes to personal space for yourself. Just wave to those that see you, that ride by. Let them know you're okay. But if you're in a rainy day, sometimes you just need to sit still, gather yourself, absorb the moment, and look forward to the next time that you're able to converse on a bright day and have business and conversation as usual. So I hope this helps somebody. It's a little informal, like I said. Usually I'll do a more exciting and strategic and content-based video to discuss etiquette or hospitality. But part of classic hospitality in our current world is remembering that it is important to prioritize self-preservation. And in such a busy world that's technological based, we must take a second to just stop and enjoy nature and remember that it's important to be in the moment and give ourselves space, give ourselves grace, and just be in a position where we can continue to live out our purpose. So I look forward to having another conversation with y'all very soon. I promise I will not leave as long as I did last time. And we'll discuss something more formal. And I thank y'all for stopping by the Cordial Corner. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Have a great night.